Okay, I think the majority wants us to keep the snow pea, so I guess we'll go with that for now. So let's start. I think that we also have a new type of zombie. Looks like an old man carrying a newspaper. Okay, and the newspaper seems to be upside down. Okay, so let's see what this guy does. Now let's start. Okay, there are a few gravestones on the lawn as well. Let's plant our mushrooms, see what it managed to do. Okay, it looks like it loads up fast, so we shouldn't have any problems. But the sun production is extremely slow as expected. Normally we would have enough sun to plant at least 4 sunflowers and maybe a pea shooter by the time the first zombie came in. This did not happen. So the lack of sun is definitely worrying, but I think with the puff rooms growing as fast as they can and without any cost associated, I think we are good. And they seem to be at least as strong as the regular pea shooter. So I think we should be able to manage at least this stage. But again, we have the new newspaper zombie, which we not have any clue about. So we'll have to see what that one does. So given the cost of the puff shrooms and also the rate of growth, I think they are expendable, so I'm putting them in front. I leave the last lines of defense to the snow pea and the chomper. Okay, now the rate of sun has increased a bit thanks to us now having more sunflowers. So let's try the snow pea. Okay, the newspaper grandfather definitely became faster once he lost his newspaper. So I think that's how it works. He'll be slow when he has a newspaper in the hand. Once he loses his newspaper, he gets a bit more aggressive. So other than the puff shroom, which we managed to plant a lot of, it is definitely a slower game because we have not managed to plant as many plants as we normally would. We reached the final wave and we have still not managed to get many plants here. So, oh, oh wow. So apparently there are zombies coming out of the graves. That is something I'll have to keep in mind because we just saw a whole bunch of zombies pop right out of those graves. So let's keep the chomper here for the newspaper guy. Okay, so thankfully our puff shrooms took care of it, and we got a new mushroom plant. Okay, so we need to save up money to buy stuff. Okay, and advertisement now a different kind, but okay, so thankfully we managed to get it out of the way. Okay, so the sun shroom. Okay, gives small sun at first and normal sun later. Okay, let's see how this one works. So we have another night level coming up. So let's try this time. Okay, so we have the cone heads and the bucket heads making a return. The newspaper guy is still here along with the normal zombies. So this time it won't take the sunflower. Let's try the new sunshroom as they called it. We'll keep our puff room because it is cheap. I think we'll keep the same setup as last time, only replacing the sunflower with the sunshroom. So cherry bomb. I think okay. Let's try the repeater this time since we took the snow pea last. Let's see how the repeater does in this stage. Since we have the bucket heads, a bit more additional firepower would definitely do us good. Let's try that. With the sunstorms costing only 25 sun, I think we should be able to produce them faster. Okay, but it gives only 15 sun at the beginning. So I think that's what they meant by the small sun. We have two waves this time. Okay, but we definitely managed to plant more sunstorms than we had the sunflower last time. So we have started getting coins now. I think we should be able to buy some stuff using the coins as the message at the end of the last game said. Okay, so I planted the first walnut at this on this row because we have two graves. So it will be difficult to plant puff rooms in front. So that's why I did that. We got some kind of gift. More ways to play unlocked. Okay, this looks interesting. We don't really need any more uh, plants at the moment, just walnuts and the mushrooms will do. But considering that there are bucket heads coming up, I don't think the mushrooms will be enough. But let's see if we can gather enough money to plant maybe a repeater before the first wave sets in. Okay, so one of the sunshrooms grew up to normal size. Now this is the second one. So I think the others will follow suit. They should start giving more sun now. Okay, our first repeater is in place right in time for the cone head. So I really like these puff rooms. They're expendable but they do the job, and when you mass produce them like I'm doing right now, it will be very difficult for any zombie to get through. So we now have 5 full grown sunshrooms and they are giving out as promised the normal 25 sun. Okay, a big wave is approaching. Okay, so the bucket heads are not yet here, which is a good sign. So we managed to get a complete line of walnuts, so our defenses are good enough. Now we need to put in some more offensive plans. Okay, that last line is a bit of a worry. I think I'll need to put in a repeater there soon, because otherwise it's going to be difficult to defend that line. Okay, the angry newspaper guy was charging in, but we managed to take care of it. The buckethead lost his entire head. So we have not yet planted any chompers. The newspaper guy is making some grunting sounds when he loses his paper. He really gets aggressive and faster once the newspaper is out of his hand. Quite the grumpy zombie. I think he loves some of the news, but if with a zombie apocalypse on the way, I don't know what kind of news you would like to have. Okay, so we managed to complete our repeater lane as well. So now the final wave is on us. Uh, do we really need any chompers? I think I'll just finish it off with our cherry bombs. So apparently we cannot plant anything on the graves. Okay, so the cherry bomb is gone. Only the bucket head remains. Let's finish him off with a chomper. Okay, so the chomper swallows him whole, and we get another mushroom, slightly more expensive than the other ones we have had so far at 75 sun, but it probably does well enough. And we get another ad, shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors. Okay, so what are screen doors exactly? I think we may find out soon. Let's continue for now. Okay, Crazy Dave found his car keys. Okay, not really, no, we don't know what that means. Tweedy Dinkies. Okay, I guess that's his shop. hmm So there's a games section in his shop. Okay, so he gave us some money and we need to buy his game. Okay, let's see how that one works. Okay, Zombotany. Dr. Zombos has been carrying out mad experiments on the zombies. They have grown plants on their shoulders. Don't let them beat you at your own game. Okay, let's buy this one. Okay, you can play your new minigame from the more ways to play section on the main menu. Okay, for now I will continue with the story and then we can see. Let's continue. Okay, level 3. Okay, I think that there's a screen doors they were talking about. There's a zombie holding a screen door, and looks like we are going to get some kind of mashed plant, because that looks like a gravestone itself if you look at that plant. So let's see, that is something we may get at the end of this stage. Let's continue and play this game first. Okay, wanna buy an extra seed slot? Yes, please. Yes. Okay, it will cost you 750 coins, but you'll be able to choose 7 seeds per level instead of just 6. Yeah, I think that's a good deal. Okay, and if we save up to 5000 coins, I'll send you the 8 seed slot upgrade. Yeah, that sounds about good. So we get to select more plants. That's fine, because anyway we were running out of slots and it was getting a bit difficult to choose which plant we wanted to keep. But now with this 7th slot, I think that would be fine. Check you later. Okay, so we have no bucket heads nor the newspaper guy, but we have the new screen door zombie, and we have 7 slots, and if you want to open the 8th slot, I think we need to watch another ad, but let's go with the 7 slots for now. So I'll take the 3 mushrooms, including the new uh, fumes room that we have for this screen door zombie. um, let's keep the walnut, the chomper, and then we have 2 options. Okay, it's been quite some time we use the potato mine. Let's take the potato mine. What do you think? Okay, so Aniket definitely wants to see a potato mine. So we got a show of hands as well. So let's take Mr. Potato Mine. Welcome back to the team. And for the finals, which other plant should we use? Should we get the cherry bomb, or should we go for one of the shooters? What do you guys think? Okay, so we get cherry bomb, cherry bomb. So one snow pea. Somebody called for repeater. Okay, so I think let's go with the cherry bomb. Any more answers? Does anybody think differently? Nope. cherry bomb. Okay, let's go with the cherry bomb. So we have two explosive plants now. Let's go for it. Okay, we have quite a few gravestones. Puffstrom should be fine right here. We'll keep the walnut behind it, then the chomper, and the fume shroom will be right in front of the sun shrooms. So I think that should work out. Maybe we should have kept the potato mine right in front of the walnut, but I think it's fine for now. I don't want to be spending on potato mines immediately because they are only a one hit wonder. They hit something and then they go off. So I would rather spend on the new fume shrooms that we got. Want to see what they do. So apparently they are good against the uh, zombies with the smoke screen door. So let's see. It seems to have some range, so I'm going to keep it at the back. No need to push them right in front. Ah, yes, they have quite a bit of range. I think once they reach near the walnut, it should be fine. So we have a fully grown sun shroom, and we place the shroom, fume shroom, right where the screen door zombie is coming in. And the screen door does not seem to be taking much damage, but the fume shroom is going right through the door, so that's what is the advantage of having this particular fume shroom. The zombie went through nearly all of her puff shrooms, but our fume shroom managed to stop it. I'm going to start planting a few potato mines now. We have only one wave. Let's see if we can fill out the final fume shroom. Okay, our potato mine managed to get one victim. Okay, we'll try for the cherry bomb if possible. Hopefully we can get enough sun for it. The final walnut is here. Okay, the big screen door zombie is here. Okay, so that was a massive explosion. We managed to get everybody out. So here's a new plant. And another advertisement. Okay, we seem to be having a lot of advertisements today. Not sure why. Okay, grave buster. Plant it on a grave to remove the grave. Yeah, this one is definitely an important plant. We so the graves stop us from planting anything where it stays. So yeah, this is definitely a needed one. We'll take this in our next game. So now we go to level 4, and another advertisement as usual. So at least thankfully we can close them as soon as they come in. Okay, so the screen door zombies here, there are cone heads, the normal zombies, and the pole vaulting zombie makes a return. So we go up with our regular mushrooms, and this time I'm going to take the grave buster, the walnut. Okay, let's see. So we have the very fast moving vaulting zombie. So I think let's take the snow pea to slow it down, and then the regular cherry bomb. Or I think since we already have the fume shroom, let's keep the chomper as our seventh plant. Anyway, if the Walter does manage to clear the walnut or anybody else, the chomper will gulp it down. Anyway, since we are going to be planting the shrooms, the puff shrooms, as the first line of defense, the vaulting zombie will lose its vault much before the walnuts, considering that it jumps over the very first plant that it encounters. Let's start. So start as usual with the sun shrooms and the puff shrooms. Okay, so a bit of an error. I did not plant the puff shroom where the zombie was. Hopefully, it does not cause too much of trouble, but we managed to get under puff shroom, so I think we should be fine. We now have the sunstorms in every line. Let's tie the new grave buster on the grave that is nearest to our house. Okay, so we lost the grave buster, so it apparently disappears after we eat the grave, but we got a coin in return, so I think it's fine. And we managed to clear out that line, so we can now have two sets of puff rooms without any graves to interfere with our design. Quite the nifty little plant there, the grave buster. Even though it's a tad expensive at 75 just for busting a grave, but it makes some space at least for us to plant puff shrooms. So there's that. So our sunstorms have started growing. The Walter bounces over the first puff shroom and goes right to work on the second one. Okay, so there is nothing stopping the Walter now. I need to really plant a plant there now. Okay, let's put our fume shroom to use. So let's put in the fume shrooms for now. We'll go after the graves later. The Walter definitely has an advantage over the puff shrooms because it is fast, and by the time it reaches the puff shrooms, it managed to munch them off because the but the fume shroom can definitely take care of it. So while the Walter is good against the puff shrooms, it is not as good against the stronger fume shrooms. So that's good for us. Okay, so now only the last line of graves are remaining. Let's see if we can get rid of those. And then fill them up with puff shrooms. We have one more fume shroom to place, so we'll do that. One last grave to destroy, and we have, for the first time in the night stage, a totally clean garden. So now we can use our sun to plant the chompers, and there goes Mr. Walter. He won't be making it to the Olympics this year. Or should I say Zombie Olympics? Okay, so we are almost at the end because this final wave seems to be approaching soon. The last few zombies before we get to that point. Let's try and put in a few more chompers. I don't think these chompers will have a lot to do considering that the puff shrooms are making sure that they are busy getting eaten. Meanwhile, the other stronger plants like the fume shroom can take care of the actual defense, and the puff shrooms are mostly being cannon fodder quite readily, I must say. Okay, so I'm not going to plan that final chomper. I'll just use the cherry bomb. Uh, okay, I placed it wrong. I could have used it at the second lane from the bottom. That way we could have gotten the cone head as well. But I don't think it's going to last long anyways. Okay, the Suburban Almanac. Let's see what this book does. Apparently, it shows more advertisements. Keep track of all plants and zombies you encounter. Okay, so I think it is some kind of glossary. So it has hmm, more information than what we normally have. So it tells you about the pea shooters, how much damage they do, and some kind of data. Okay, it's recharge fast, cost 100. So yeah, I think it's similar to what we have, the recharge fast, damage, range, recharge. Yeah, so it's what we have already seen, but it gives you a lot more information than what you see at the end of the stage. So it has details about all the plants we have and also the zombies. So quite a few still to be explored. There are many more zombies that we need to still see. So this is the regular zombie. Low toughness, the flag zombie, which comes with the wave. Ears are conehead with medium toughness. The pole vaulting zombie also with medium toughness. The buckethead who is very tough. And so the screen door. So you can see here they say the screen door toughness is high, but his weakness is the fume shroom. So yeah, I think we can view it in detail later maybe, but for now let's continue. The almanac takes its place after the roof level. So level 5, let's see what it has. Is it a special stage like the one we had seen in the day level stage? Yeah, seems to be special stage just like that. Whack a zombie. Okay, is it like whack a mole? Hunting squirbows. Okay, yeah, those are the moles. Yeah, zombies. So shovel, it's a mallet. Okay, you. Okay, okay, so we just need to knock them down. So let's try and plant a grave so we can get potatoes, graves, and cherry bombs. I think it's better if we can get rid of the graves which are nearer to our house. The lawnmowers are still there, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. But the zombies are definitely growing faster now. Okay, so this grave has grown quite way too near for my liking. Okay, the cone heads take two hits to knock out. So we managed to clear most of the graves from the first line. So that's a okay. And the bucket heads definitely more stronger. Okay, the final wave. So let's okay. So the cherry bomb was quite useful there because those zombies are extremely fast. Okay, quite a fun stage, I'll be honest. So hopefully you liked it too. Okay, thank you guys. Let's move on. So Hypnostroom, okay, makes a zombie fight for you. Ah, that's interesting. Let's try this one. Six. Okay, so I can see something that looks like a football zombie. Let's see how Mr. Football Zombie plays. Before that, let's see one more of these advertisements. Does anyone know a way to see less advertisements? I understand the advertisements are needed to support the developer, and yeah, I would like to support them as well. But they should really bring back the paid version that they had earlier on the store, or maybe try to reduce the advertisement. At least they did not come on during the gameplay, which is a good sign. But I think we will continue. I've taken all the night plants, and let's take the walnut and a regular cherry bomb, because that football zombie looks quite dangerous. Let's see if the almanac says anything about him. Not encountered yet. Okay, so I think you need to actually play a stage before the almanac records anything about it. So let's start. Some more graves. Okay, let's try to keep it simple. I'll keep the hypnoshrooms right before the walnuts so that it can turn a zombie, and those zombies can then fight for us as advertised. So let's bust a grave because I think that's the most important part right now. Taking out a couple of graves makes it much better because those graves cause a lot of difficulty, especially if you want to plant something there, and also because it becomes difficult to shoot at zombies with those graves right in front of us. Let's try and convert the football zombie since it's our first encounter. Ah, goes right back. Okay, but we did not see any fighting, but I think that's because that football zombie was very very fast. Okay, I think it's best to use the hypno zombie when we actually have a wave of zombies, like the final wave, which is quite near. You can see. Okay, we got a diamond that seems to be worth around 1,000 coins. Okay, a big wave is approaching. Let's try and get a hypno shroom. Okay, now let's make the football zombie fight. That guy is fast and looks very very strong. So, oops. So I got a bit careless and now I don't have any defenses on the bottom side, so I think a fume shroom should be able to do the trick. Okay, so we managed to get rid of it at the right time. So we got another cheap, rather inexpensive mushroom. Let's see what this guy does. Scary shroom. Okay, long range shooter that hides when enemies gets near it. So I think we need to use it as a distance fighter and make sure it is well protected. Level 7. Okay. So we have the football zombie, the cone heads, and the screen door zombie. So again, we'll go with the mushroom filled experience and the walnut. So I'm not taking the cherry bomb this time because we have the new skadish room, and anyway with the hypno zombie and the grave busters, which are rather important plants, I think we can get rid of the cherry bomb. But the walnut is definitely an important one, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, that's a lot of graves. Have to get rid of them fast or they could cause trouble. That's a whole lot of grapes. I can count 11 of them. So we can already start planting the scary shrooms, but I want to make sure that we have enough sun shrooms in place first so as to not get overwhelmed later. I think now we can start planting the scary shrooms. Okay, long distance attacks. So we do not have many long distance attackers in the shroom world, because like the fume shroom as well as the puff shrooms, both are very short ranged attackers. So this is definitely useful plant, and at the cost, it's, it is not very difficult to keep it. It's almost as powerful as the pea shooter, I assume. I think we'll also start getting rid of a few of the graves now, otherwise they could cause a problem. So we have a full line of skadish rooms, so that's good. So we also have a few screen door zombies, as we could see earlier. So I think we need to plant a few fume shrooms as well. We have two waves of zombies, so I think we have time for. So there's a big wave now, right around the corner. Okay, the screen door zombies here. So I think we'll have to get at least one fume shroom or even a hypno shroom. Okay, the hypno shroom did the trick. Does not have anybody to fight, but at least it went away. So this wave was not that difficult since it's only the first wave, but the second wave is bound to be a bit more stronger than this one. Let's try and clear off all the graves before that. So we now have walnuts everywhere, so I think at least our skadish rooms will be safe from assault. Okay, do not eat my grave buster. Okay, thankfully the grave buster managed to finish off the grave before the conehead finished him off. It's much easier to plant when there are no graves stopping the plantations. Plant a fume shroom there because definitely looks like the need of the hour. So there's the final wave. Okay, the zombie did pop out, but we managed to keep it at bay. So we cleared all the graves. That football zombie looks to be trouble. Nothing seems to be able to stop it. I think we'll have to pull out a hypno. Unfortunately, the hypno did not do the trick because it went after the wrong guy. But nonetheless, we managed to defeat the football zombie. And here's another icy looking shroom. I wonder if it is the snow pea of mushrooms. Okay, nope. Temporarily immobilizes all zombies on the screen, so I think it acts like a freeze wave of sorts. Okay, we are at level 8 now, and looks like we have dancing zombies coming up. And some more advertisements. Okay, so except for the new disco type zombie and the cone heads, not much in particular to be afraid of. Okay, so let's take a few of our regulars. Okay, I would like to take the new ice room that we have. The skadish room can make a return. The grave busters are definitely needed. Let's keep the hypnos as well. Since we not have any screen door zombies, I think we can pass on the fume room for now because we have to take the very necessary walnut. So I think this lineup is fine. We'll try out the new ice room, see how it works out. Let's play. Okay, there appears to be only one wave, so we also have less graves than usual. So we had 11 in the last stage, but here we have only about 7 of them. But of course, since it's only one wave, it is going to be that much more difficult to clear those graves within the stipulated match time. Try to get a line of skadish rooms placed everywhere. The dancing zombie calls out more zombies. He has brought some friends with him. I really think we could use the hypno on that guy. Now let's clear out a few graves because that becomes very important in these night stages. We'll try and freeze off all the zombies this time because we have that big wave coming up. Okay, that's quite a lot of zombies. I think it's the right time to freeze it up. Yep, and they're all immobilized. So, okay, the hypno shroom did not do the trick. I wanted to really see how the dancing zombie would react to a hypno shroom. Maybe call up four the zombies to knock out the others, but maybe next time. And the dangerous looking zombie destroys a large area, leaving a crater in its wake. So I think it is the cherry bomb of the mushroom world. So let's play this one. Okay, we have dancing zombies, we have screen door zombies, and we have cone zombies. Okay, so the regulars take their spots. Take the fume shroom this time because we have the screen door zombies. Take the scary shroom, the walnut, and I think this time I'll take the doom shroom. I'll leave out the hypno and the freezing zombie. Okay, let's play this real quickly. Again, we have around 11 of these graves. And we have two waves coming up. The middle lane looks to be quite difficult because unless we clear out the graves, because there is only one slot to put a puff shroom in. So we need to take care of that one immediately. Let's try to get rid of a few of these graves.